Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. What do we have today? I got a bunch of crap laid out, right? So, if you guys seen, which most of you should have seen, I did the Peasant Elite AR-15 build. Just let's build a cheap AR-15 that works and has all the attachments and accessories you need to make it a functioning battle rifle without breaking the bank. So, kind of the same idea, little different. We're pitting two handguns builds together, and this is going to be called the Peasant versus Elite. So not Peasant Elite, Peasant versus Elite. So we're going to try to build out a handgun here that's functional, has a little bit of flair to it, but super budget friendly, and most people who are just getting into firearms or just kind of want to have another handgun laying around can build it without going broke. Versus Gucciing something out and having pretty much every accessory that you could want, and just because you can. So Peasant versus Elite. So what do we have here? So right here we have the PSA Dagger. So these things have been all over the internet, all over the news feeds, pretty much everywhere. People know what the PSA Dagger is now, and they go in and out of stock so fast. You kind of just have to be paying attention to the Palmetto State website and just get it while they have the sales, get it while they're in stock, and wait for it to show up at your doorstep. So what I have here is the Glock 43X. So why the Glock 43X? Why not a Glock 19? Well, I didn't want a Glock 19 because then that's what the PSA Dagger is based on, and I'd essentially have two of the same pistols for no reason, really. Like, why do I need two of the exact same thing? Albeit this is a cheaper copy. This is a knockoff Gen 3 Glock 19. But I didn't want that. I wanted something that I could carry every day and be super functional and not be the same exact thing. So the Dagger is a compact, whereas the Glock 43X is more of a hybrid between a compact or subcompact and a micro compact. It's a little bit bigger than a micro, but not so large as to where it would be considered a subcompact. So what do we got? Let's dive into this. So for the Dagger, the frame. So this frame can be had for $99 with the trigger assembly, everything ready to go, complete lower. This is the only part that's considered a firearm, so this does have to ship to an FFL in your area, or if you're an FFL, ships to your business, whatever may have you. $99 with a trigger. If you wanted to build this out with your own trigger, because it accepts Glock 19 accessories, then you can get this for, I believe, $79. So super budget friendly, super awesome deal. And I don't know if you guys could tell on camera, but this grip texture here, so much better than what a factory Glock would come with. So the 19 is similar with its very limited stippling and leaves a lot to be desired, but it's not so rough and not so aggressive where if you were appendix carrying or concealed carrying and it's rubbing against your body, it's not going to irritate your skin and be so much that you can't bear it. And you know, it's pretty good. What do we got next? So we have the slide itself. So there's many different options for slides. You can get no optics cut, co-witness sights, third lower co-witness sights. The sky's the limit. They have pretty much everything, different colors, options. Just check out PSA's website. The stuff goes in and out of stock so fast, like I said. So I have the one that is optics cut for the RMR footprint, and I have the, I believe it's, what are these? The lower 1/3 co-witness sights here. So this will co-witness on the lower third of the optics. That way they're not up in my way when I don't need them to be. They're there in case my optic for whatever reason failed, but they're not so high as to where they're just in my face the whole time I'm trying to look through my optic, because that's why I have an optic. I don't want to use iron sights, but always advocate for them in case your optic for whatever reason failed you. All right, so this slide I got on sale. They were doing a big sale on these. So I got the RMR footprint cut with the raised sights, and it's got the carry cut slide for $119. I think right now they're like $179. So like I said, it's just looking for the deals on PSA, if you're not on their newsletter where they send you emails, I suggest getting on it. And when they have those deals, jump on them, because a lot of people do, and they go out of stock so fast. So that was $119, frame was $99. So you can see we're getting pretty cheap. And the only other thing I got from PSA for the Dagger is their recoil spring guide rod assembly. So that was like $8. You can get a Glock 19 guide rod and spring if you want one. I just went ahead with PSA's because theirs is stainless steel, whereas the factory Glock one is polymer, plastic, whatever you want to call it. All right, moving on. So I chose not to get PSA's barrel because I wanted a threaded barrel. Because why not add a little pizzazz to the Dagger? So this is actually a BCA threaded barrel. This was $65 on their website. $65 for a threaded barrel. It's BCA. Some people love them, some people don't. But I don't see it being any worse or any better, really, than the factory Palmetto State barrel. However, this one's threaded, whereas the Palmetto State one is a little bit more money for a threaded barrel. And then I picked up a $9 thread protector off Amazon, so that will just go ahead and screw on here. So this barrel is actually a Glock 19 barrel. So like I said, these things are all interchangeable. Not every single thing is interchangeable, but I'd say about 90% of aftermarket accessories are compatible with the Dagger. The only thing I've seen really that isn't hit or miss is certain holsters, because the slide of the Dagger is rounded and a little bit different, whereas the Glock is a little bit more squared off, and then this lower portion here is a little bit wider in some cases, so it'll fit holsters, but you won't get that click and have that good positive retention that a lot of people, you know, obviously you want to have positive retention in your holsters. Otherwise, what's the point of having the holster if it slips out and leaves the trigger exposed and all that craziness? So 90% of accessories are compatible. You might hit one or two things that are just kind of weird, you know, just slightly off, out of spec, and it won't work. But as far as triggers, barrels, slides, all that stuff is interchangeable. So if I had a Glock 19 barrel and slide right now, I could take that off, put it on here, and I could take this PSA Dagger slide and barrel and slide it onto a Glock 19 frame. No issues. There's plenty of videos showing people interchanging those. Not a problem. And I picked up a couple of the PMag from Magpool magazines. These are again for a Glock 19. They're 15 rounds. I got both of these for 30 bucks, $15 each. So pretty good deal. You just got to shop around. I'm a budget shopper, so I don't just buy the first thing I see. I kind of look for part numbers. Then I'll take that part number, put it into Google, and see where it pops up cheapest. Amazon, eBay, random websites, Borelli, whoever has it, and then I go for it. Sorry, man, running my mouth gets super dry. So, breakdown of, oh, I didn't even go over the dang optic. So, the optic I got. So, you guys might remember I posted where Borelli had the sale on the Riton optics for the shield footprint. Well, this is RMR footprint, which is obviously slightly larger. So I went with the Riton optic. I checked out Borelli, didn't really find the best deal, so I got this on Amazon. eBay. So I got this on eBay, got my little cheat sheet up here. So I paid, what did I pay for this? The optic, $195. So $195, it's budget. I mean, I know almost $200 for, you know, a pistol that costs that much seems like a lot, but as far as automatic red dots where it's auto on, auto off, auto adjust, you don't have to do anything. You put it on and it's good. I don't want to mess with manual buttons. I don't want to have to adjust brightness depending on my daylight settings. I don't want to deal with it. I just don't. And with the battery life, what it is these days, you know, these things are getting, you know, 50,000 hours plus of continuous use. So you really only have to change your battery every maybe 1.5, every year and a half. So, I mean, pretty much worth it than having to manually adjust stuff. If you go to a dark room, to a light room, you're out of the range, it's bright and sunny, a cloud comes over, then, you know, your shit's too bright. It's like, I don't want to deal with that. So automatic to me is the way to go. And this Riton optic is pretty sweet. I have the, excuse me, I'm off camera. So I have the budget one that I got, the $99 deal. I put that on my Max 9 and it's pretty sweet. It's been working out well. I like it, so I was comfortable going ahead and getting that for the Dagger here in the slightly larger footprint. That is RMR. So Riton, this thing retails for almost $300 on their website. I mean, you can find it for two plus. I just happened to find it on eBay for $195. Like I said, I always shop around. This was brand new. I don't buy used optics and stuff like that because you just never know what you're gonna get. So I do find used parts, or sorry, new parts pretty cheap because I'm a budget shopper. So the breakdown, what did I spend for the Dagger with all this right here? So frame was $99. My slide was $119. My guide rod was $8. The barrel, $67. The thread protector, $9. 2 mags for $30, and my optic was $194.95. So all in, this is $527 for a Glock 19 clone with an optic and a threaded barrel. Unheard of. That's a great price. Now, if you don't like this optic, you wanted to run one without an optic, then you can have the PSA Dagger, threaded barrel, the option to add an optic later if you want to, because this is a cut slide, so obviously they cost a little bit more than just the bare slide. 2 mags, guide rod, everything you need to be a fully functioning handgun for $332. Now, I'm not going to go into tax and FFL transfer fee because that is negligible cost. That is cost everyone's going to have, and everyone's going to be a little bit different depending on your area. Your shipping costs are going to be different than mine. Your FFL fees are going to be different than mine. There's no sense in me going into that. That's like saying how much I got a car for and somebody putting in the comments, you forgot tax, tag, and title. Shut up. Who cares, dude? Like, that's negligible stuff. I can't control your area, your market prices, all that stuff. So $332 without the optic, or $527 with the optic, which going over here, just this handgun alone with 2 mags costs more than $527 without any of the accessories. So pretty freaking good deal. All right, now this one, the Glock 43X. So it's a Glock, so we know it works. It's awesome. Glocks are super reliable. This is actually my first Glock. I've been anti-Glock for a long time. Not so much anti-Glock. I respect them. I know they work. I know they're pretty much flawless. I've just always thought they were kind of boring. And, you know, out of the box, they are. However, what Glock has going for it versus everybody else is the aftermarket. So many companies out there offering products for the Glock. For every other product, I'd say the Glock has 2 to 3 times more aftermarket support than them. So even the SIG, P365, the Springfield Hellcat, Glock's got them all beat. Glock has more accessories than anybody else out there because there's just a market for them because people know they work, they want to buy them, and then they end up wanting to trick them out because in factory form, they leave a lot to be desired. So this is the Glock 43X MOS. So this, out of the box, was $549. So right out of the box, I'm $22 more expensive than for what it is, a decked out Dagger, minus, I don't have an upgraded trigger or anything, but optics cut, optic, threaded barrel, 2 mags, ready to go, $527. Just 2 mags, nothing else, $549. Boom. All right, so like I said, this, I'm gonna show you how to take this apart for cleaning real quick. YouTube, don't get mad at me. So just the frames, you'll see the size difference. So right off the bat, you'll see that the Dagger is, quite a bit larger or longer, and then it's much wider also, and the grip is a lot wider, and it's also, let me line this up, it's a little bit longer than a Glock 43X. That's because they're two different classes of vehicle. Two classes of handgun. This is a compact. This is a sub/micro compact. And then the slides, obviously much different. It'd be like, so you're pretty much comparing a Glock 43X to a Glock 19. Glock 19 is a lot larger. But I wanted two different handguns because I want to carry two different options. I don't want to carry the same gun. That would be weird. So, $549 for the Glock 43X. Cool. What do we got next? I'm not left-handed. Stop trying to do left-handed stuff, you idiot. All right. So what do we have next? So sights. These are the Optics Ready Stealth Series from Night Vision. These are some of the best aftermarket sights that you can get for Glocks. These things, I mean, not just Glocks. I mean, they have a lot of different manufacturers that they make sights for. But these are lower 1/3 co-witness, the same as here on the Dagger. Like I said, when I'm looking through my optic, I don't want to be distracted by, you know, exact co-witness sights because they're just up in my glass, taking up real estate. I don't want to see it. I want them to be there in case I need them, but I don't want them to be up in my face. These things are CNC machined, so obviously they're metal, they're not plastic. Stock Glock sights are plastic, which everybody hates, but Glock still hasn't changed it yet. I think on certain models they may have, but yeah, this one, not so much. So, Night Vision, check them out. So, stippling on Glock. So I'll eventually find somebody who does stippling and get it, you know, nice and Gucci'd out. However, until that happens, I went ahead and got some handle-it grips. So I like these a little bit better than some of the other options out there, just by way of the texturing, how they feel, and based on reviews. So that's what I went with. If you don't like them, don't use them. All right, what do we got next? So a Faxon match grade chameleon/rainbow barrel. It is a threaded barrel, comes with the thread protector. Like I said, it's match grade, going to be super accurate. Probably a little bit more accurate than the factory barrel, or maybe just as good. Faxon makes some really great. I had this thing like all jacked up because I was talking to you guys while I was trying to do it. I can't multitask. Faxon has been known to make some really high quality barrels. What this comes with that this didn't, I forgot I had to add $3 to my total for the Dagger here. There's a little rubber O-ring that goes on there, and that stops that thread protector from wiggling loose after firing, because when you're firing, all that vibration, it will eventually loosen these threads, and your thread protector will start working its way off. That little O-ring there stops that from happening, so glad they included it on that one. What else do we got for this thing? Agency Arms trigger. So this comes with the trigger bar also, so I don't have to worry about punching out these little freaking pins here and doing all that craziness. I can literally just, since this is Glock-esque, I can just show you. I can just pop this freaking trigger bar out here. It just, once you take, I can't show you all of it, but once you take this stuff apart right here, this just pops out as one whole housing. You slide your new trigger housing in. Super duper easy. I went back and forth between the Agency Arms and the Apex, and you know, it's just dealer's choice, preference. Neither one I think is better than the other. It just kind of comes down to how you think. I ended up finding this one for a little bit better of a price, so I went with Agency Arms. To go with my trigger, I have an upgraded trigger connector, so this will cut out some of that excessive trigger pull. It lightens it up a little bit and makes it just a little bit more enjoyable to shoot. So there's no sense upgrading this trigger and having stock trigger pull weight and all that stuff still. It's kind of irrelevant. So I went ahead and upgraded that also. What else do I got? I got my extended slide takedown lever, slide lock. People call it so many different things. So it's basically what you use to take down your slide, this right here, where they're like so almost kind of flush to the frame. Sometimes if you got big sausage fingers, it's a little bit hard to get a hold of, so this extends those out a little bit. And they're also rainbow to match my barrel. Add a little bit of Gucci-ness to it. A mag plate. So this is just simply for aesthetics. Adds zero functionality, but I thought it was cool. So it's gonna match my my theme here with this. You see is a lot of this chameleon / rainbow. So it's got the sugar skull on there. I don't know if you guys can see that on camera. It's got the sugar skull on there, and it is that chameleon flamed titanium pattern. What else we got? Ah, yes. This is cool. So totally unnecessary, but so this is also chameleon, and I'm gonna try to get it up here. And it's also custom engraved, where it has the Riding Dirty Outdoors on it. Custom engraved. That's the back plate. So you swap that out. She sits right there. Says my YouTube name on there. Pretty cool, right? That way if somebody jacks my stuff, oh really? You just happen to have a Glock that says Riding Dirty Outdoors? Get out of here, man. So, pretty sweet. The Swamp Fox Sentinel. So, you guys saw me talk about this. This is a green dot, the Swamp Fox Sentinel. It is the shield footprint, which is what the Glock 43X MOS uses. And not really much to say about it that I haven't already said. It's green dot. It's automatic. Again, I don't want to have to deal with pressing buttons and adjusting brightness, getting fingerprints on my freaking on my glass. Green dot. This thing was what was this, like 240, something like that? 43X optic. Yeah, 240. So a little bit pricier, but well worth it. Swamp Fox is putting out some good stuff. Go check them out. These guys are cool. Laid back. All right, Glock comes with 2 mags, whereas the Dagger didn't come with any, so not much to say there. We got 2 10-round mags. However, I did get the Ghost 43X mag extension, so this adds 4, so I'll have the ability to run 4 more rounds in one of these magazines. So I'll have a 10-round, 10+1, and a 14+1. Shield mags. Why didn't you get shield mags? So shield mags are, the S15 shield mags are completely like a wild card. Some people have great experience with them. Some people have crappy experience with them. Now the issue is Glock magazines are polymer, plastic. So is the mag release. So what happens is if you get switched to the shield mags, then you have to upgrade your mag release to theirs, because theirs is steel, so steel on steel, and Glock is plastic on plastic, so it works out. Now you can run your stock mag catch, however, the way I've seen it explained in videos is it somehow or another, it alters the angle of the shield mag just enough to cause feed issues, whereas stock Glock mags work as intended. So that's why I don't want the shield mags. Yes, they are 15 round and they add a lot of capacity for the same, you don't add any extra length to it, because since it's steel, they're able to make the sidewalls a little thinner, and they were able to double stack a few of them to give you a 15 round capacity versus the 10. Now, if you kept if you switched the mag release to the shield, and then you wanted to run all, say 4, you got 2 shield mags, you got 2 Glock mags, you're gonna start to eat away at the plastic from the steel mag release from the shield if you're using your plastic Glock mags. So, I don't know. Hopefully one day Glock comes out with an option, or another company comes out with an option, because the mag release isn't the issue. So I don't see the need to switch the mag release out to run the shield mags when I know that the Glock mag release works. Why am I going to switch out something that's proven, something that has been decades worth of R&D put into it, knowing that it works, to switch out for a magazine that, yes, it does add 5 rounds, but it also adds a lot of uncertainty. Is my round gonna cycle? Is it gonna freaking feed correctly? Is it gonna be there and be reliable when I need it? I don't think the answer is yes, so that's why I didn't do it. Now, I'll run the extension on my spare mag, but I'm gonna keep the 10 round for what I carry on me. And if I can't handle business in 10 rounds and then reload to a 14, then I don't know. Maybe I should have just set myself up better. Or maybe I'm carrying the freaking Dagger that day because I'm feeling bold and I got 15 rounds. Whatever. Or I'm carrying the Ruger and it's got 12. Who knows? We'll see what happens. I'll cross that bridge when I get there. I'm not worried about it right now. So cost. What does it cost for all this stuff? This elite portion of the build. So we know the Peasant portion of the build is $527 all in. The elite portion. So let's walk through it. We got $549 for the handgun itself with the 2 mags. We get a case too, but you know, whatever. All right, we got $22 for the mag extension. We got $25.95 for this extended slide freaking lock. Crazy, right? This little teeny thing here is almost $26. Robbery. $21.45 for the trigger connector. Yeah, not too bad. $135 for the trigger, which was hell of a deal. Like I said, I found this on eBay, brand new. It's in the packaging, obviously. You know what? I forgot something for the Glock, but I'll bring it out here in a second. $20 for the grips. That's not bad. 20 bucks. Cool. We got $55 for the back plate. Where is that little guy? $55 for this little teeny ass flame titanium back plate. Another $55 for the mag plate, but that's pretty cool. It's got the whole sugar skull etched in it, you know. The match barrel, 190 bucks. I got this on Optics Planet, so that was the cheapest I saw it. Maybe you could find it cheaper, maybe you can't. I don't know. And one thing I forgot, let me grab it real quick. Uno momento, por favor. The Streamlight TLR7 sub, which is made specifically for the 43X and the 48 if you have the rail. So it's gonna be pretty sweet. So this thing set me back how much? Cheat sheet, you fell down, you're failing me. $125, I think I got it on Amazon. So pretty good deal there. So all in total, everything here, wife, don't listen, $1,438. So I am about $900 more into this than the Dagger. Is it worth it? I don't know. I can't answer for you. It's worth as much as you want it to be, I guess. I don't know. So I didn't skimp out. I could have got some cheaper stuff, some cheaper sights, cheaper barrel, cheaper trigger. I could have got a cheaper optic, cheaper light. Could have got a lot of cheaper stuff, but I wanted to do this comparison here, not to, you know, make anyone feel more than or less than. I am not rich by any means. These are strictly, you know, this is tax money here. Like, I am not going to pretend that I'm a baller by any means. I'm a peasant, which is why I like stuff like this. This is my bread and butter. This is one of those rare occasions where I was just able to throw a little bit of money at something. Am I broke now? Absolutely. Am I going to feel it later? Maybe, but I'm going to have a cool handgun to show off. Take some Instagram pictures and stuff. Maybe get a couple followers out of the deal. So I don't know. Maybe it's worth it. Maybe it pays for itself by making me YouTube famous. I don't know. So I'm gonna put these two things together and accessorize the crap out of them, and then I'll come back to you guys for part 2, and we'll kind of walk through each one, do a little bit of function testing on them, and then finally take them to the range and see what they can do. So let me know what you guys think. We got the Peasant versus the Elite. Let me know what your questions are. If you guys got questions about the Dagger, I been kind of throwing little teasers out there like, hey, what's some budget guns that you guys want to see, blah, blah, blah. A few of you said the Dagger. I knew what you were thinking because I was thinking it too. And we scooped one up. So if I can answer any questions that you might have about the Dagger, please, by all means, hit me up. I'll do my best to answer them. I'm not an expert by any means, but I'll do what I can, and I'll show you what you need to see. If you want to, see a particular piece or see it together ahead of time before I post another video, just hit me up in the comments. But it's gonna be easier through my Instagram because I can obviously send you photo replies, video replies, all that kind of stuff. So my Instagram again is ride in dirty outdoors, not riding. That guy's got like 40 followers or something, so that's not me. And if you have been curious about the Glock 43X MOS or the 43, and you have questions about that or anything that I've bought here, facts and barrels or agency arms triggers, let me know. I'm here for you guys, literally. I literally do this as a labor of love. I don't get anything out of this right now. I am trying to get monetized, but I'm not monetized yet. If you want a parts list, then I will do my best to post this on my coffee page. What is the coffee page? Just go to my bio and you'll see links for my Instagram and my coffee page there. And you just go to the coffee page, and it's pretty much like a wall, like almost like an Instagram-ish or Facebook-looking wall, but it's just a coffee page because you can't link directly on YouTube. It's against their firearms policy. So I'll put the links for whatever you want via the coffee page. So if you want that stuff, just hit me up in the comments. If there's a big enough demand for it, then I'll go ahead and put links for parts and stuff on that coffee page. And you can also check it out because I'll try to post sneak peeks ahead of time on my coffee page to let people know what's going on ahead of time versus waiting for a YouTube video, because sometimes I don't get to do one every week. It might be a few weeks before I can give you guys an update on certain things. So I try to post there to give you guys a little bit of insight on what's going on. And Instagram also, but it's just another avenue for me to be able to use for people that don't have Instagram, because a few of you have voiced that concern that you don't have Instagram. And last but not least, the giveaway is still going on, guys. The drawing ends on Friday. So you have up until Friday at noon to get your name in. So watch that EDC giveaway video and see how to enter into that. I had a weird scammer who used my profile picture, but their channel name was a phone number. That should have been the giveaway right there, like, hey, this isn't him. But some people just saw the little icon for my profile picture and assumed it was me, saying, hey, you've been chosen as a winner. Text this number. I will never ask you to text my number because, one, I don't know you like that, and I'm not going to give you my phone number. The only way the winner will be announced is via another video announcing the winner. So don't fall for scammers. Don't lose your hard-earned money. Protect yourselves. Update your passwords. Do all that cool stuff. Like I said, guys, let me know if you have any questions. Appreciate each and every one of you. Have a great night and stay frosty.